This has been way too long in the making, because I think I just honestly did not want to make this video. I was happy not to make anything for social media for a bit, but you know, I'm back, and I'm finally going to talk about these really cool comic books and one art book that I got from most of these from Hip Comic. All of these, I think. Yeah, all of these from Hip Comic. It's a great place to find comic books, auctions, and books on sale for from 99 cents to over $1,000. Oh, also, I have an original comic book page here that I will show off as well. It is pretty cool. It's that I have just added to my collection because of just the good prices and the good art. Good price, good art. Put those together, you make a deal on a really nice original page. Today, the music in the background is from a band called There, There, There. So I think I'm spinning their EP that they released through Polyvinyl Records. Yes, 6 songs EP. It is pretty good. I haven't listened to it in a long time, so yeah. Alright, let's get to this. I'm gonna leave the shadow for last because I have a sketch I want to work on during this video. I'll see how that fits into this. I may not really want to film that. Maybe I'll film just a few minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, if I can manage. Just to maybe show off the colors I want to put in there. Like, I want to color the shadow's face with some Prismacolor markers I have, and just go from there. Alright, so here, first one we have is Teen Titans Total Chaos, Part 6. Attack of the 50-Foot Goddess, which is a great reference to Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, a movie made in the 50s. I think I got all that right. It's a long title. So here's the comic. Oh, I just noticed Pet Sematary 2 ad here. Ugh. That one's probably shit. Probably really bad. This I haven't read yet. I sort of skimmed through it. Read a few pages, and it seems like an interesting book, but the problem is with a lot of these is that I have to get a whole other run aside from this just to catch up, or maybe just get the books that for the start of the event, whenever this event started, to the end. This is part 6, so I guess this is the end, or maybe it's longer. I have no idea. I just thought this would be an interesting addition to my collection because I like Teen Titans, and these are some of the characters from the old Teen Titans books, like, well, not old, but the books from the early 80s. That's that there is Dick Grayson, there's Tara, Starfire there. I love how her hair takes up nearly all of this, the bottom portion of this cover. So that sort of helps lead your eye to the central figure, which is the 50-foot goddess, who is in an entirely gold suit that shines like gold. Wonder how she got into that. A lot of help. Probably. A lot of help. So here, this seems to be going for a slightly edgy tone, which I don't like. I think it's silly in silly in Spider-Man from the 90s, silly in most everything from every comic from the 90s. I have to be more careful here. That was a chore. All right. So yeah, it seems a bit edgy, but maybe I'll just enjoy it for its entertainment value. So there's that one. And this is probably these two, this art book and this, I read. I went through. But yeah, this is the only actual comic book that I read out of the bunch. And this one was pretty good. I didn't read this story here at the end. I just read the main story. This story just didn't really appeal to me, and the art wasn't really my style. So I just didn't read it. I may go back later and read it. But this was a pretty decent book. It was good. I think, though, the choices that I can sense these writers have made for this continuity of Wonder Woman aren't exactly my cup of tea, because they are, I think, mainly setting up her, this Wonder Girl, to become Wonder Woman, which she is now, or may not be, yet again, unsure. Haven't been keeping up. But, I still like that, for the most part, Wonder Woman, barest of bare bones, Wonder Woman's character, maybe the outline, the general idea for Wonder Woman, is still intact. Her character is different, but her values are still present, and I like that. And this art is awesome. The color palette is my jam as well. So this is Wonder Woman in Afterworlds Part 3. Written by Michael W. Conrad and Becky Cloonan. Art by Travis Moore. And the colors by Tamara Bonvillain. I have the inclination to pronounce that Bonvillain. But, not everyone pronounces their French name the French way. Or it could be tricking me, and it's not actually a French name. It's probably got Huguenot origins, or just an old name. Anyway, this is just right up my alley. I mean, the cover is amazing. Who did the cover? Let's see. The cover is by the interior artists, Lauren Bonvillain. This is just beautiful. I love it. And this is it's a 80th anniversary variant. So, yeah, Black Lightning advertisement on the back. So this book, yeah, it's just fine. I think there is a kind of logic to this for placing her in the Norse world, the world of Norse mythology. And she has Ratatosk with her, the talking squirrel with a horn on its head. She encounters here in the first part Nidhogg, the snake, giant snake. But I don't entirely know what that logic is. I don't know the full scope of this story. So I think I will go back to this. This story, this run, because it's interesting. I know I've heard criticism of this run, though. And maybe that's why I have some trepidation. But I'll go through with it. I'll form my own opinion. That one aside. All right, on to the one I didn't really want to talk about. This is a lenticular cover, nice and shiny, for Dark Knight's Death Metal by Scott Snyder. Pardon me while I flip through to find the names. Yeah, Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, inks by Jonathan Glapian, colors FCO, Fico, Placencia, and the colors are really nice. I'll give it that. But I heard a lot about this run when it was new, and I'm not interested. I don't like it. I don't think it's... I don't think these comics are anything other than fluff. You know, just action, set pieces. It's like a blockbuster movie for comics. I mean, I love the design of what the hell is this character called? Pardon the cries of my cat. I'll just let her do her thing, so you'll hear her. Sometimes. Oh, the sun's coming out. It got a little cloudy there. Might rain later. Who knows? But the design of the Batman who laughs, the whatever thing. Oh, hey. Is that one a Starro? That's a nice little Easter egg. Or maybe it isn't an Easter egg and Starro's been there this whole time. They call him... Oh, wait. Jarro. That's what it's called. Huh. Not Starro, but Jarro. The one who laughs. That's what they call this, like, final form of the Batman who laughs. I like the design of the one who laughs. Looks really cool. Really, really cool. But, overall, this is just some crazy event book that I don't care about, and really there are people out there who enjoy this sort of thing, and that's really good for them, and they'll keep enjoying this, you know, no matter who says whatever, that they suck or they're poorly written. No matter what, they'll love these. But this is just not my thing. And that's all I have to say about it. That's it. This one I'll probably get rid of. I will read it, but again, a lot of these books I have, they're part of a longer run, and this is also the 6th issue in however long the death metal run was. Out of 1 million. So I'm just not going to continue with that. This book makes me sad. Okay. Coming down to the last 2. So this was really cool. I really like this. Kent Williams drawings and monotypes. So we have the cover here. That's the original monotype. And here we have the sketch for it. And that's just really clever. To me, anyway. You can find this on hipcomic.com. I can't remember the seller's name, but it seems to have a lot of copies of this. And, you know, for good reason, because maybe this guy just, people need to know his name. Oh, sorry, my camera keeps going in and out of focus. Probably my fault. So here is an introduction written by who wrote it? I thought I saw the name there. Oh, damn. The sun's coming through again. Oh, no. Okay. A little bit darker, but it'll do. Well, the introduction copyright is held by John Reber. Is that who wrote it? Well, alright, enough of it. Oh, there, yeah, John Reber. It says it right there, sheesh. Yeah, that was a good introduction. That's about the only piece of writing in this little book. The rest of it just speaks for itself. It's all Kent Williams artwork, sketches here, and there's a painting, sketches for the painting. And here is the monotype on the cover. That was done in 1991. Now, I had never heard of him, but he's been around since the late 80s, drawing and painting and such like, and here I was, too young to notice, I guess. These are really, really good. This is not usually the thing I go for, the type of art that really catches my eye. But lately, since I've begun to draw or I mean, not draw, but paint with oil, I feel drawn more to those really early sketches, like, or something that's done very, very stylistically with oil paint, which I believe these were before they became a monotype. Or actually, no, that's wrong. So the way you do a monotype is use ink on either metal or some other type of material, probably metal. You scratch in or draw on the metal with a stylus to create this figure, and then you spread the ink out, and then other steps follow after that. It looks a bit like an oil painting, and I guess that's why it's appealing. Okay, now we're gonna get to the big cheese here. Oh, gosh. Bumping everything already. The main event of this video is this magazine. So, I have clean hands. That's all I need to handle this. I'm gonna flip it over. Actually, before I do that, you'd see here, right on the board, the paper just flaking right off. See, even on the back, all those little edges of the paper are coming off. But this is still, it's not the worst I've seen on any sort of comic book seller website. I've seen, I think, some missing front and back covers. I think, and just they somehow, by some miracle, they have the spine still intact. Oh, the music I have on now, at this point in the video, is their Omega Sessions EP. One of my favorite bands. I also have an album by Death, the punk band Death, not the metal band. And they're pretty great too. I'm not sure if you can call them punk though. Anyway, that's not the point here. Hope you like the music. I hope I don't get my video flagged for that. I'm just playing my own music from my record collection for this exact purpose. I just don't want to get my videos removed for something like that. No, not cool. Okay, that aside. Drinking coffee. So here's the back page. Now, let me zoom in here so you can see that. Come on, focus. This back page is pretty much intact. I mean, it's very cleanly torn from the back, and the staples are still intact. But the problem I'm considering is how I can keep that together with the rest of the book, because the binding is holding together. It's all in place, despite the flaking pulp paper, which gives these magazines their name, pulp novels, is all pretty much together. And I'm keeping it in the package, despite all the flaking. Not really much of it has gotten out into the ether, into on the floor or everything. I really don't have to do that. I think I don't have to worry about these little flakes of paper. But I don't know. I feel it's evidence of this magazine's past, and having it just floating around in the bag and on the board. It's kind of exciting for me, because a thing I do for fun as a hobby, and for which I have a second channel called Ashley's Scene. You can go check that out. Shameless plug. I have kind of a small collection, but a collection nonetheless, of old books in my room on my bookshelf. I just got one in from my sister. It's Seize the Day by Saul Bellow, and I'll be repairing that sometime soon. But the excitement comes from seeing evidence of its past, and examining all these little pieces, this writing on it, or stains, or some such little things that make up this piece of history. And I think whether I repair this or not, I think this is a wonderful piece of literature, of comic book history. And I think, I know that there are people who tend to buy another copy later for reading purposes only, like a copy that's in really mint condition, pretty much. And then the other copy they have hermetically sealed, basically, off somewhere in storage. That's a thing that I really don't have the money to do right now. I am still unemployed, still working hard at art all the time. I'm working hard on this channel, and my second channel. I mean, I've let my second channel languish for a bit too long, but I'm gonna have some videos up, probably in March. So, yes, most likely in March. If only you guys can see this. One moment to interrupt your broadcast with a beautiful, adorable little white-crowned sparrow taking a bath in the rainwater that's collected in my parents' backyard. The most wonderful thing to experience. Just birds being birds. Anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to eventually get paid for this, but the problem is, I have to work really hard to get to that goal, to reach that. I do still want a part-time job, and I'll get that eventually. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Anyone have any offers? I won't do customer service, though. And that's something I know that a lot of people want, but I'm over it. That aside, the thing that I want to do is repair some of these books. Like, I know I can't really do much with this here, this copy of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. I'm not going to replace these little corners that have been flaked off or torn off. I can't really do anything about the paper. But what I could do with this, and I think I will, since this is kind of cheap by now, maybe, depending on the copy, I will get a nicer version of this to read. Whoops, dropped something. But this copy I won't get rid of because it's really cool. I like it. I like the little notes left by this person and the paper, the texture of it. This is being a promotional copy for the movie. You can't really go wrong with that, right? But, I don't know that I could get a really nice copy of this and not ruin my budget. So, I do want to make some repairs to it. Just what I can. What I can do with the materials that I have. Like this bit here of the spine, I can glue that back on and secure it there. I have to be very careful with this. Oh, sheesh. That is very fragile. I don't know about this. I could get a piece of paper that's about the same thickness, and sort of glue it to this portion here, where the white of the paper is showing, where someone, I don't know why this was ripped out or cut out. Maybe there was writing here. But I can do something with that white piece of paper, sort of, or maybe something that looks a bit aged, and just try to hold that together. But yeah, I don't want to do much with this. I may just leave it as is. Like I said, it's all about the history of this book. I noticed pretty much right away when I got it that the edge of this was cut down. And if you notice, you can go on HipComic and find another copy of this one. And you can tell that on the bottom and on the side here, the edge is kind of folded over, and there are cracks, little waves in it, and I guess that indicated that the cover was the paper was slightly longer than the interior paper. So the previous owner, or owner before that, even cut this because maybe they thought that people wouldn't buy a book with edges that are all messed up and coming apart, and maybe they personally found it bothersome, so they just cut it. Maybe even they removed the back cover, and that's why this book is in the state it's in. I don't know, and it's a bit frustrating, but I chose this, so there you go. This is interesting for me. In terms of comics, this is probably one of, comic book characters, this is probably one of my most damaged items in my collection. That's fine. Whatever happens in the future relating to this item, I'll keep y'all updated, and I think I may make a post of some more detailed photographs of this, because this cover is awesome, and there are some beautiful, awesome illustrations in here. Yeah, this one's great. Let's get a close-up of that one. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll get some photos of this up in a post, and then I will that's if I can actually post. I had trouble yesterday making a post. That's why I chose instead to shoot another short. That, by the way, that footage of my cat, that 11-second footage, was sort of technically a blooper. It was while I was setting up, and she just sat down on my comics. It didn't create any marks, so no worries about that. All the comic book collectors are probably getting their panties in a twist anyway, if they watch this at all. I don't know. Comment in the comment section of this video whether you're a comic book collector who watches my channel. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you found my channel. Yeah, that was the best I could do at the time. Now here we are. This is, I tell you, I was really excited about this book. It's like I've been listening to the Shadow radio show sort of off and on for like a year or 2 years, close to 2 years, and it's awesome, and to finally have a Shadow magazine, a real physical version of that radio show is awesome. It's just great. Well, anyway, there was something that I almost forgot. And this video is getting really long. I hope you all, my subscribers, watch this to the end. I think you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of that, and yeah, just watch this and watch my older videos. They're not perfect, but I'm doing my best with what I have. Anyway, the thing that I forgot is this. Here is the original page that I was talking about. So, this, I cannot remember the name of the person who was selling this, I guess sort of on Alex Sanchez's behalf. But Also on HipComic, as I've already talked about with all of my comic books. This was really... Shh. So... yeah, this is really cool. This style of art, it's not always my thing. I think it can be, it seems a little too busy for my taste, but I still love the interplay between dark and light. You get to see these really great deep shadows here in this panel, here. That's my favorite panel, I think. And I love the look of Batman here. Yeah, and I actually haven't read this issue of Detective Comics. It's Detective Comics number 954. Yeah, I don't exactly know what's going on in this scene, but Batman is confronting a sick man, clearly, and yeah, may not end well for this guy. What's really cool about this is here, I think you can kind of see it. There was supposed to be something more like a bedpost, and maybe it was, he was supposed to be laid up in bed at home, but it was, I think, changed to something different. And maybe he isn't at home. Like I said, I don't really understand the context of this scene. But the bed was supposed to look different, and I can tell that Batman's hand here was supposed to look different, or maybe that pencil there that I see is supposed to be just the basic outline before he went in with inks here. This is just awesome, and you know, he has a signature there, and this stamp on the back has a copyright. It's just awesome to own this. I will frame this. Just honestly, all I can do is get a cheap frame and then put it in there and hang it up on my wall. I've mentioned this before. I have 2 walls dedicated to my art collection. And y'all, excuse me. Oh, that coffee is really zipping right on through me. That was weird. That's not implying any bodily functions other than belching. Just to be clear. Yeah, I think I can find a spot for it. Maybe somewhere closer to my bed. Or I can move some things around. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Okay. Let's see what I can get done on our drawing of the day. So this sketchbook I have had since 2009. I think I got this at a Barnes & Noble or something, or somewhere else. Yeah, that was my old signature. Yeah, it's been well loved. I drew a lot in this, drew a lot of stuff I didn't like. But it was really good to practice and learn how to draw some things like dragons, and lettering and everything. I've just been going back through it and drawing, and I find it's really cool. It's neat to see how much I've changed, how much my abilities have developed. So yeah, let's get right on to it. Ooh, whoops. Colored these eyes pink. I can go in with a marker later. Paint. And paint those white again. I think I can get some red in there for the scarf he puts around his mouth. I saw various depictions of the shadow by comic book artists. Some of them showed the shadow with his scarf sort of hanging out of his jacket and like whipped over his shoulder or fully tucked in under his coat. And I'm going with the under the coat look. I think I like the, whoops, I think I like it sort of either way, with the scarf tucked in or sort of out and flowing about. But I think the scarf being out a little bit and maybe seemingly blowing in the wind is a bit better for a more dynamic, interesting composition. Well, I think that's all I can do. Thank you all for watching. I will have a photo of this finished piece up with photos of the Shadow magazine in a post later after this video is posted, and that will be all for now. I believe I will later today post a video on my second channel, Ashley's Scene. So that is all. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to feed the algorithm kitty. The algorithm is a giant cat that lives on likes, comments, and subscriptions to little channels like me. Thank you. Have a good day.